So hello everybody, welcome to ETU's Managing Responsibilities. Sorry, we kind of late for like 7 minutes, but that's okay. I'm so sorry for the technical issues, but now we can actually start ETU as normally again. So again, I want to welcome you guys to ETU's Managing Responsibilities. Let me start off by introducing myself. My name is Azana. I am a 14 years old student from Labuan, Malaysia, and I am also one of the Ascendances Ambassador. So yeah, today we are going to talk about a really interesting topic, which is managing responsibilities. And why did we actually choose this topic is because that, you see, if you ask me, managing responsibilities is always has been my issue. I have after even before joining Ascendance, after joining Ascendance, like literally every single day I have a lot of responsibilities that I didn't even know is a responsibility or not. So like sometimes like when I realized it's a responsibility, I was like, oh no, I have to this, I have to do that. And then at the end of the day I cry. That's the end of like the story. So honestly, and as I think of it like more, I felt like there's a lot of youngsters and typically like a lot of people like generally itself like facing the same issue as me, especially like youngsters out there who are school students or even like the people in Ascendance itself and like the Ascendance apprentices and ambassadors. And I hope like this ETU could actually help you guys how to manage your responsibility better and be a better person, I guess. So after now I already like tell you guys what is ETU. I no ETU, like what is the topic. I'm so sorry. As you can see, I'm a bit nervous, but it's okay. I think I'm going to like warm up after soon. So yeah, now we already told you guys why did managing responsibility is chosen as a topic. Now let's actually invite you guys, like tell you guys, introduce you guys who is the guest speakers for today. So today we will be having Joyce. So Joyce is a founder of Simply Empowering, and also we will be having Selvi. Selvi is the founder of Generation of Sagacious Art, and also chess trainer and chess master Jenny. So I actually never met like both of them, like never talked to them at all. So like when I first found out that they're going to be like the guest speaker, of course I was like, huh? I was super nervous at first because like I actually never talked to them. I never like actually have a conversation with them. But when I first meet them for the pre-interview, I actually like learn a lot from their own experiences. Like I actually get to know them like a little bit more. So I hope like, and I can see that like at the end of the day, I think a lot of people can learn something from this session itself because their sharing is just like top notch, and I actually want you guys to hear every single one of it. So yeah, without further ado, let's invite both of them onto the screen. So let me just spotlight them real quick. Oh, sorry. Oh no. Okay, this is fun. Okay, so hello both of you guys. Hi.
Hi, Azana.
Hello. Hi,
Oh,
Selvi.
Hi Azana, hi Joyce.
hello, Selvi. And thank you, Azana, for having us. I
Yeah,
think it's nice to be on this EDU talk show. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much for agreeing to be guest speaker. Because like honestly, I don't know how you guys will react because I don't know you guys like at first. So thank you so much for agreeing to be speakers on ETU. So I just want before we actually start on our session, I just want to ask like how do you guys feel when I first come to you guys with this topic, like managing responsibilities? I think Joyce can go first.
Honestly, honestly, the first thought is, no, I don't want to talk about responsibility. I think it is quite common. A lot of us, or me personally, I don't really, when I was young, I don't have a lot of responsibility. When I was in school, my main responsibility is just to study and do well in exams. That's it. All the other things my mom will take care, and it's actually very minimal. You just take care of your room, you just take care of you take care after yourself, lah, basically. Meaning that whatever you do, you can, make sure everything is clean and things like that. That's all only. Any other things, no, I'm not responsible for any other things, lah. So it's pretty simple responsibility. So when you talk about talking about managing responsibility, it actually comes after that when I start working and I start having my own business. That's when it gets more and more, and then because it's more than one responsibility, you need to learn how to manage it. So, and I feel that I'm not managing it well enough to talk on ETU. That's my first reaction towards your request to be on ETU.
No, everybody is qualified to be an ETU. Okay, so what about you, Selvi?
Okay, when you call me, actually, just think a bit about a week or 2 weeks before, actually, I have a discussion with the team. Actually, I'm a kind of pissed off, and then because of the work is not done, and then some kind of like briefing, responsibility. Do we really understand about responsibility and things like that? Then, like a magic, after a week or 2 weeks, suddenly Azana is messaging me about topic is managing responsibility. What is this, man? Did I take wrongly about the questions? It's like the ball is coming to me back, and then analyze the responsibility. So a bit like I start to analyze actually why the topic is coming to me now actually. So something is to do with me. Okay. Then I think I replied to you late. So I keep thinking and thinking, okay, let's do it. Then I just say yes to you actually.
Nice, nice. So at the end of the day, you guys still agree to be guest speakers. So thank you so much, you guys, for that. So let's start off with our first segment, which is called Never Have I Ever. So this is the question does not actually has to do with managing responsibilities. Just like the normal icebreaker, super random. So it's like, so the game is that it's called Never Have I Ever. So you guys can actually just like answer by I have or I never, and we will also be talking a bit about it, like why I haven't, why I have, so or share any stories about it as well. So let's start with the first question. Actually, the first question is already like a bit, I don't know if you guys have, but I don't think I have, but yeah, so let's see. You guys see my screen? Never have I ever missed a flight. Okay, so I have it. I never. So what about you guys? What do you?
I have missed the flight before.
Okay.
And it's not a pleasant thing. Okay, there was, I think, what happened was I misread the time, and then we were there late, and then they don't let us on the flight, and we have to take the next flight out. So it's not a pleasant thing. So, but that's why after that we are like super careful about what's the time of the flight. Be there a bit earlier so that we don't miss the flight. Okay.
Okay. What about you, Selvi?
I never, because I'm not frequently take flight. It's like maybe I on flight is maybe about 3 times, I guess. So, but actually because of the 3 times is like I'm a bit like over conscious actually, because it's new thing. So I don't know. So I consult those how many hours before, or local only, how many hours, and then international this much. So how the packaging and things like that. So too precaution and become like I never. Then sometimes I been there like I 3 times I think I've been there too early, and then waited there for the flight. To flight actually. So too early. So I think it's not good also, because you need to manage it correctly, not too early because of too scared.
Yes.
Okay, nice. So let's move on to the next question. So have I ever only watched TV for the entire day? So for me, I think I have. I actually have. When I have nothing to do at all, or like even when I have something to do, but I still watch TV the other day. That's why I need to manage my responsibility better. So what about you guys?
I guess TV probably not, but I have read books throughout the whole day. So it's like you start in the morning, then you take break, quickly have your lunch, and you continue on with your reading. Then it's like the whole day. Yes, I have done that, but TV probably not.
I mean, like, it's something if you really like to do it, and then you didn't even like feel it, the time passes, something like that. So
yeah, the TV I'm not sure, because unless you're talking about watching, I guess TV dramas, that is possible because you get hooked on it. it's like the book, you want to know the ending, so you keep reading and reading, you cannot stop. So it's the same thing. If let's say I probably will do that if I'm actually watching a series and it's a very interesting series and you just want to continue and finish up the show. Yeah.
Okay. So what about you, Selvi?
I'm actually love to watch movie, love to watch TV actually, but not always I do that actually. Sometimes, like I want to entertain myself, it want to, so long, not be pampered. So pampered then the whole day from morning until even I won't be cooking, I keep on watching, all kind of movies I will be watching and entertain myself actually. So I love watch TV, but I won't do it always. It's only sometimes only.
Okay, nice. I think I have, like I already said, but will I do it again? Yeah. We don't know what will happen in the future. So yeah, let's move on. So the next one, have you guys, never have I ever gotten a tattoo?
No tattoo for me.
Okay. So me also, so this is a skip question. So let's move on to the next question. Never have I ever gifted a gift.
I have. The mainly is because I don't use the gift.
Yeah.
So I feel that another person would have a better use for it. Then why not? Rather than it sitting in my room, not being used, I feel it is okay lah.
So what about you, Selvi?
I have re-gifted the gift actually, because as Joyce said, this actually is like, let's say I'm not using it, but I got it. Maybe sometime the books I already read it or I already have the gifts with me. So rather than have, then I will, give to someone so that it can benefit others actually.
Yeah, talking about books, right? I think, I've been like, when I first joined Ascendance, I kind of like have win a lot of things. So like I got the Teenage Entrepreneur book set a lot. So sometimes like if I don't know what to give my friends, I would just give them the Teenage Entrepreneur book. So I think I will like ask them to join Ascendance soon. So yeah. So that's that. Sometimes it's also like about shirt, right? When you get someone give you a shirt, but like it didn't fit you or something, so you have to give it away.
Yep.
So I don't think it's a bad thing if you have any reason, but if you just I don't want this, just give it. But I think that's yeah. So let's move on to the next question. So never have I ever gone to a solo vacation.
Selvi, you want to start first because I keep going first.
Okay, I gone for solo vacation, no, but I got gone for work purpose. Is a solo got actually work purpose like two in one, work and this one. I gone to Japan actually, so it's like solo actually, but that one also is as a team actually. So you have a team, but the unknown teams. It's a new team, actually. That is there, but I a bit scared when we go solo, but. I can say never actually. That one also team, and then we become friends, and then we move together actually.
For me, I guess I have traveled alone before. As in that my first trip when I went overseas, I went with a group of people that I do not know. Last time they used to have this like group tours. So I wanted to go overseas, but I didn't ask my friends, but I wanted to go overseas lah. So then they had this group tour and then I just joined them and I don't know any of them. So more or less like Selvi said, you go and make friends with them. Then on another occasion, it was like somebody's supposed to come with me. Then last minute couldn't make it. So I was there alone. And then same thing after that, you just make friends with the people that you meet along the way, and then that's it. So I think can say half, I would say. Half when you first started, then after that they become your friends, so it's not really a solo vacation anymore.
Okay. I mean, if you guys ask me, I'm 14, I cannot go solo vacation. I'm so minus. So yeah, let's move on to the next question. So never have I ever lied about my age? Okay, let me just start first. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like different things. For me, I don't have the reason to lie about my age, but like if there is probably like something like signing up to accounts, you need to be under 18. But I need to do this because I need to do research and all that. So I need to lie about like being 18 plus, but I'm still 14. So what about you guys?
I have not. I don't see the need to lie. One thing, because I guess I was those kind of people who follow the rule, in the sense that if you cannot drink alcohol at a certain age, you don't drink until you reach the age. Okay, so I'm that kind of person. So I never lied about my age, but I've been mistaken about my age before, meaning that they think that I'm much younger, so they didn't want to serve me alcohol because they thought I was younger. That's one thing lah.
People sometimes mistake me about my age too. Some people like they always mistake me for like being 16, 17. I was like, I'm 14. And they were like, what?
Yeah,
So,
actually there's two occasions I was mistaken. One was the first time I was pretty young. I was in my early 20s. But because they couldn't tell my age, they thought I was under 18, so they didn't want to serve alcohol. Second time was when I had to go to, well, my family and I, we went for a casino, and to go into casino, you have to be a certain age. And that time it was so, how do I say, so unexpected, because I'm already really past the age already, but they stopped me and asked me, can I see your identification document? Okay, then that's what happened now. So mistaken about my age quite a lot. Yeah.
okay. What about you, Selvi?
Selvi,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Mine actually is like, I never, actually, I forgot my age. I never lied about, because like sometimes they ask, because I always feel like I'm forever young. So I like, I don't feel like getting older actually. So like then whenever they ask my age, then I like, what is my age? And then only I will calculate. So I always forgot now my daughter is keep reminding my age. If like if someone asks me age, she will answer first.
That's cute. That's cute.
that's
Okay.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the next. Okay, so this is probably the last question is, never have I ever declined being the group leader in a group project to avoid having many responsibilities. Okay, spoiler alert, when I was younger, I have. When like, maybe like for, I don't know, school, like classes, and I was like, yeah, I don't want. Sometimes it's either don't want having responsibilities, or being called with a teacher a lot to have like some, I don't know, things to do and all that, or don't want to brag the title leader, something like that lah. So sometimes I decline. So what about you guys? Now I wouldn't. By the way, like, what about you guys?
How to answer this? Okay. I think when I was in school and things like that, being having projects are not very common lah. Or maybe I'm involved in activities that doesn't have group projects. So basically, if you say class monitor, I never volunteer to be class monitor. Like you say, I don't want the responsibility. Okay, so I guess whenever I'm in a group, because I'm very passive, nobody actually asked me to be a group leader. Somebody else will actually volunteer to be a group leader. So I don't need to decline being a group leader. That's my situation. Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Shari?
I think my situation is same like Joyce actually, because when school time actually I'm very passive actually. I like won't talk to people. I'm very reserved type. I will keep quiet because I just go for the button per uniform is be sick of to fulfill the co-curriculum marking system and things like that. So it's just not like for me, just for the school purpose, and so that I can go university and things like that to fulfill the requirement actually. So then when I become a passive, then it's not, that means there is no responsibility offered to me. So there is no chance for me to decline. Same as Joyce.
Okay, nice. So I think that is all that we have for our EPU, our icebreaker game session. So honestly, thank you guys. If you guys have, let me see the comment section. So thank you so much for participating for this session, guys. Thank you so much. There's a lot of people commented already, so nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much. And now we will be actually moving on to our main session, which is the Q&A. So if you want to ask your questions as much as you want, like regarding to like the managing responsibilities. If you have any issues about it, just ask, like maybe like do some sharings while at it. So do ask your question. So, but before that, before you guys having your own question, I have questions for both of our guest speakers. So the first question is, okay, Joyce, you are from like Simply Empowering, and you are currently like handling all the accounts, like a lot of accounts from like ETIDs and a lot of ascendants and all that. And Selvi, you are from like Chase Basajani, and you also have another company like COSA program, and like you are also managing a lot of things like competition and all that. So let just briefly tell me like how this did happen, like when you guys like depending on like the first time and then now like having to handle a lot of things. How is everything going? Maybe I don't know who want to start first.
Oh, it's actually basically like it's a follow your heart actually. If you got interested in something actually, then you have goals towards it. So then you can you will grab the responsibility actually. So it's for me it's like responsibility is like your ability to respond for that particular situation or any case or what. So like. When I like to I like to talk and to kids and this one, so it's like the feel is like something is connected to my heart. So when you ask me to do this, is actually is like I have already have a goals. So when I have a goals, like I move towards it. The responsibility is like it's a fun for me. So then I keep moving towards it. But if let's say I without goals, I will be like zombie. So I just walk and this, like no destination. I don't know, wherever I smell the blood, I run towards it and things like that. So zombie is like, just no goals, no nothing. So like that. So it's like when I have a goals, I feel like I'm a live person. So I think it's like then when this one, you will have a because when you have a goals, you have a responsibility indirectly. So what your responsibility, how you want to achieve it, how you want to this one, like, the methods and things like that. Everything is in responsibility is connected actually. So it's like when these two feel is connected to my heart, so I like the responsibility is fun for me. It's not a hassle for me.
Nice sharing, Selvi. I would think of it that way, but I think it relates to me as well in the sense that you talk about your goals. So when you want to achieve your goals in certain things, let's say for myself, I want to be healthy. So I need to take responsibility towards that, which is to also find the time for me to do exercise, personal training, and things like that. Okay. Then in terms of my work, it doesn't just come like that, It's like it started off with just one account. Then the second one came, the third, fourth, fifth, and so on and so forth. So taking on responsibility is not like it is not like it will happen overnight. There are times where we slack off because we are not used to it. Sometimes my accounts will be delayed and then I have to put in extra time or I have to put in other people to help me and things like that, you see. So it is an ongoing process that you learn how to take on more and more responsibilities. But like Selvi say, when your goal is you want to provide, let's say, to enable your client to get a feel of how their business are doing and things like that, then you will want to help them to, or help yourself to actually get those things updated. That's one, in terms of me personally doing the accounts. And then when the business grow and you need to provide more services or provide more, take on more clients, then the responsibility is to actually build your own team. So then it grows. So it's not like, I start off and then I build a team immediately, because that's not how it goes. All right. So you just do step by step as it grows. When the next level comes, you just go with the flow and see what is required and work on it. So it's very much linked to your goals and to your heart, what you wanted to do.
Okay, nice. So that That's really cool. So like just like how you said just now, like Joyce and like Selvi, you guys sometimes like slack off because you guys are like used to it at first. So like um is do you have is there something like where like how do I say this? Like there are people like when if you ask me if I sometimes if I slack off, I realize I slack off and there's people suddenly reminding me that I slacked off, I will have a whole mental breakdown. So is there like is there sometimes like those episodes for you guys or like is there like pressure you guys are handling as well? So how do you guys usually overcome it?
I think I will start off first. I think I have been told off before for not finishing up my work and things like that. But overall, after you feel all the negative feelings and things like that, I'm very thankful for that person to tell me off. Because if they don't tell me off, I don't learn, you see. So I take it after that, after that initial stage of, going through, like you say, a kind of like mini breakdown, why is it like that? Why you feeling bad about yourself and everything? You just need to come back and say, okay, what am I going to do next? How am I going to do better? And things like that. How do I make sure that this thing don't happen again? That kind of thing. And also sometimes it's more of me asking for help because like when you how do I say I guess it's more on when I need help, I need to ask for help and not just leave it thinking that other people can see that I need help. You see, because they can't see into my head, they cannot see what I'm doing. So when I need help, I should be the one asking for, hey guys, can you help me with this part and things like that, so that I can finish up the work that I'm supposed to do. So I feel, when people actually tell me off, I feel it's a good thing after that, after you go through that process. Okay.
Nice. So what about you, Selvi?
Okay, actually, I will be stressed if let's say I like didn't do any job and things like that. I think Joyce knows me very well actually. So especially like didn't pay tax, and then is let's say I skip to pay the so kind of things like that. Then I like oh my god, like there is a like fine to be fine. I like immediately WhatsApp Joyce and things like that. Ask her like, Joyce, how Joyce? I will be fine and things like that. So that like then after that is like the way she handle is damn cool. She said, okay, it's already 16, right? Just pay for it and things like that. Then another fine, then I got fined 10 ringgit. So then, like for so and things like that, tax. So early stage when it's new, very new, I damn stress. Actually, I'm really in stress. I'll be sweating even in aircon. So it's I like that. So like, but I will be like, later, like when I'm, more this one, then discuss with the Joyce and things like that. So it's like, it's a experience, the experience taught me very good lessons actually, handle it chill and things like that. Oh, it's not a big deal actually, then you set up a deadline, if every time it's a 15, then 5 days before earlier set up, and then it's like I have a frame this one. So it's like when this one is like it's a when I go like solo and individual this one, so I have like stress because this one. So when I look for people, it's like it's very easy for me. It's same like when you are eating rice, you cannot eat with one finger. You need 5 fingers, together eat rice. As Malaysian always will use fingers to hands to eat. So it's like it's like 5 fingers together is very easier. If you eat one finger, sure you will get stressed like me last time. But now it's like when ET ideas and things like that. It's like we brainstorming and things like, hey, yeah, I should do like this. It's like more brains and more sharing experience is like make things is relaxed. The stress become relaxed now.
Nice. And actually, right, to come to think of it, like last time for the Ascendances Carnival, where the Ascendance ambassadors, me and Hazik, Noreen, all three of us, like we're the one that first organized it, and like we actually have been appearing in so many talk shows and stuff, like Talk with Steven, and also like me and I live stream. And sometimes like when people ask us, it's about what, it's always about like the responsibilities. It's always that. So there's like our main issues like while organizing the live stream itself. And at the end of the day, we thought about it as well. Like it's actually like the team actually, right? Because Nurian, if I remember like how her answers will be, is like when she saw like she's the first one who will know there's this issue because like everybody will contact her first, and then she will like forward it to all of us. And it's sometimes like she said that sometimes because she want us to brainstorm together, and also sometimes she said because she want us to like face it together as well. So it's really like making me learn something that like teamwork like actually helps like also managing responsibilities at the same time. So that's really cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think there's one question in the comment section. It is from Ramya. She asked that, how do you know how much responsibilities can you handle at one point?
I would say nobody knows until you find whether you can, or when you do it, you know whether you can or you cannot. But when you cannot, you must go back to, I think especially when you have a mentor, I do have a mentor. When you cannot handle it, go back to your mentor and ask for help. How can I manage this? Or sometimes it's like, if it's really too much, then perhaps you can have a discussion among yourself, among your team. Somebody else can take over some of the work and things like that. So in a way, it's like if you don't try, you never know. Because we don't actually know our own limit until we reach our own limit, which is, I don't know. I guess it's more on, is actually sometimes it's also your own thoughts that, I can't take this. Then when I see people like Harsha, Hira, Sana, they all from Ascendance, the responsibility that they have, then I find that whatever I have is so far behind compared to what they have, the responsibility that they have. So I shouldn't complain, should do my best to do what I need to do lah. Okay.
So what about you, Selvi?
Actually, I agree with the Joyce actually. So we don't know our limitation until we try actually. So if let's say we've been in that stand like that level, then only we know we've been there actually. So as like I think we need to open up if really cannot means find out like why I cannot do this and things like that. Something like SWOT analysis in this responsibility. What is your strength? What is your weakness? What is the opportunity, you drop it, and then what is the track is like make you giving up and things like that. So you do some SWOT analysis on you and things like that. Think for and don't be shy. It's like, okay, let's say I don't tell these people will misunderstood me. Okay, I'm not capable enough to do this and things like that. So I think it's like in ET, I guess it's like very good platform. Like we to anyone we can talk about anything actually, even the personal things or like even the responsibility, even the personal things also we do have responsibility. So anything also can talk to anyone and things like that. So when you are in that field and things like that, it's you will be it automatically you will do next step. If you cannot, there is a limit. Don't force yourself. That is my mentor said that if you really cannot, give a break and then you try from start again. If I say is like totally I cannot do, like start from number one again. Why you want to stand in number like still you're same like a driving car. So it's like if let's say manual, I used to drive manual. So if let's say you already like a fifth and then you already brake and then you want to in the fifth gear and then you want to press oil again. So it's difficult. You need to start back from first gear and then you move on. So it's like don't have the ego and then it's like be humble, then open up, and then if you don't know, say don't know. That's all. So then I think it's like easily I think it's a problem can solve actually.
Yeah, I agree with Selvi in a sense that all of us have very different expertise, right? Some of us are good at something, another person is good at another thing and things like that. So whenever you feel that you cannot do something, if you have tried your best, I think that's the best you can do, because it may not be what we are good at. Okay, so don't be too hard on yourself. If you have tried your best, I think that's the best thing you can do for yourself. Okay.
Nice. So if you guys, so the audiences do ask more questions for our guest speaker. We still have time, and yeah, to think of it as well, right? If other than just like our own responsibility as well, there's like sometimes we have a team, and like each people have like responsibilities in that one team, so that we can actually like do things like that. And come to think of it, like sometimes if we have like, you guys ever felt like when you guys are doing the teamwork and all that, and then you guys like not really like messed up, but like didn't manage to do this like one task, and it sometimes like can lead to like more different like something can like change in that just one specific like, I don't know, fail, not really a fail or something like that, but like just something that we didn't get to do. Something like a whole thing can change. So how do you guys like, have you guys ever felt that or something like while in the team, like feeling that things like, oh no, I messed up everything, cannot like something like that? You guys ever felt that? And how do you usually like, I don't know, overcome those things?
Yeah, I start first. Actually, like messed up things is I got felt like that before. Actually, like I did some mistakes and things like that. When I did like that, actually, as I say before, so I like I surrender. Like yes, I did that mistake and things like that, and then restart back. And now I admit my mistake. So then it's like I tell them the seek for advice and like start from again like fresh. So don't like look into like, oh my God, I already messed up, and then things like that. Like there is like another drama. Malaysian drama series like we create another one and things like that. Same like today's situation is. So I told you like when starting is yesterday. Like when you have a discussion, my sister was in ICU actually. So and then yesterday she passed away, and then it's like the ceremony because yesterday midnight, and then it's like today is the funeral things and things like that. So I do sad actually because I have a comment. I'm not like this one saint, and I don't have feeling and things like that. But I already committed. The posters are out that I need to die. But the funeral is going to finish in the evening and things like that. Like about 6 o'clock, they come back from cremation and things like that. So I set up, and then it's like my heart keep telling actually better you open up to Azana that you really like can't make it and things like that. So I like it's like two last minute. Okay, let's do it. It's like on that this time actually I won't be doing anything. So it's like maybe the people around, I find some place and sitting in the in that place, and then try to do maximum I try. If I didn't try, and then I give up, like it's not good, because the responsibility is trigger me since you call me. So why it's like a lot of obstacles, and it's like coming, you don't want me to talk or what? Okay, I want to see whether responsibility or me today. So let's do it. So it's like, it's like maximum I put it, So maximum, if let's say really I can't and things like different, because it's like in some circumstances, it's like, like I should, you sure agree, like, today is my sister, like, funeral things, I can't make it Azana and things like that. But I do want, like, she already passed away actually. But I need to do carry on my way, life has to goes on, I need to do. So my sharing may benefit others. So I'm not sure, may. So it's like, so why don't I like because she already passed on, but whoever living, I want to give some advice, a piece of advice, maybe trigger them. So I like, okay, this is my responsibility, let's do it. So I and sitting this one. I don't want to go stuck in drama and things like that. So that is like the way, it's like you, whether you have the ability to respond, find your ability. If you're very like emotional and this one, oh, I'm very sad and things like that, I don't have the ability. So you need to repair that. So you need to service that. We are service computer, right? We service the car, right? We service our ability to respond. So check out that, and I think we can do more, do better.
Nice. So I mean, like both of you guys here, surely gonna like impact people's lives. So thank you so much for being here, both of you guys. So yeah, guys, I already asked you guys to ask your questions, so keep on asking. But I do have like, probably it's going to be like the biggest question that I'm going to ask. But depends, maybe some people also have their own questions. Do ask now. And yeah, like I said, like in the earlier, like the earlier when even before you guys came here, I told them that why I chose this topic is because ourselves itself, like we are like handling those a lot of things. It's like our issue. Like I want people to actually like learn something from the session itself. So like I know a lot of people who felt the same way. Like I know a lot of people who is handling a lot of things, and sometimes they didn't tell me that they are like managing a lot of things. They're gonna cry and all that. But like just looking at them, I see a lot of things in their mind while they're talking to me as well. So what will be like your advice, or like what would be the last thing, like the main thing that you want to tell them about like managing responsibility? Anyone can go first. Selvi.
Okay, Joyce, I take first, and Joyce, potong
Go
you.
ahead. No, you answer it so well. I was thinking, like, how do I talk what Selvi said? So I think you go ahead.
No, Joyce, actually, it's like before the responsibility, right? I don't know, like during this the responsibility, a lot of things happen in like, it's emotionally attacked me and things like that. I involve and things like that. I don't know, it's like when I shared like before this to Azana also, during our, like a meeting and things like that. It's like I not satisfied. What I'm talking about is like this one, but it's like when the time move, the experience of this particular like the time being when we, it's like given me like more like trigger, like, oh, it's like more than that and things like that. Actually, it's like that's why it's, I don't know. Today I'm talking also. I'm also, yeah, what I'm talking is like I'm planned different thing. It's like something else is coming out today. Actually, I'm also like in a questions. Actually, it's like based on my experience, it's coming out my heart actually, because I got written what to talk and things like that when we discuss and things like that. But I don't know, today is like feel like it's just coming from my heart and things like that. So it's like the managing on responsibilities, right? Actually, as I say, it's like of course we need to seek for people and things like that. But before you try, like I try, I cannot seek for help, and it's actually procrastination. It's lazy. So it's like you didn't do anything and go, Joyce, this one how. So it's like one time, okay. Like I always you do like that. It's like sure the person we are actually like taking granted. Thank you for granted. So always is sometimes we do that, okay. 1-2 times is even working field also. 1-2 times, the bosses will teach. The third time come assured, they will fed up and things like that. So you need to analyze on yourself actually. You need to get to know more yourself actually, what you like, what is your response. I think in life, right, everyone has the responsibility. Even as the mother, she has a responsibility to bring the child, the way actually we can, nobody can escape from responsibility. So those I see is more adults is having responsibility, but only the teenagers, they are actually, they know goals, they are unknown what is their responsibility because they are without goals. So when the adults is actually, I'm not telling they're setting up goals, because of the experience they're getting married, right? So they need to do housework. So that is indirect goals they make actually. So it's like they will tell, I don't have any goals. Then what is tomorrow your cooking is, I'm going to put a chicken biryani for my family. So you already have a goals actually, but you didn't realize it actually. So it's like in life you already have a goals actually. It's like indirectly, but only sometimes the teenagers, is like they didn't realize they have a goals. They like they gone for something else actually. So it's like people will say it's like the short term happiness. So it's like, go for clubbing. Okay. After clubbing, what is that? Then they will get bored. Hey, I didn't get anything. So when they go through the short-term, fun things and things like that, they are actually towards the goals is very late. So, but if let's say they realize like ascendance, right? So sure they will get it in early stage. As I say, analyze yourself. The SWOT is very is actually like the strength, the weakness, opportunity, and threat in yourself. What are you? This one, and then it's like, what is your ability to respond? Oh, do I have all this ability or not? Or I don't have. So find out if you don't have, let's seek for the right person. Don't go for look, you stomach ache. Don't look for mechanic, yeah, I got stomach ache, So that is wrong. So if your stomach ache, look for doctor. So it's like, it's like seek for right person. So always I can see is most of us, even I did that before. So I'm not like this one actually. So I seek for different people actually until my mentor trigger me, it's like I go and buy, this, consult about buying houses, those are never don't have a house at all. So he also advised, hey, you should this one, buy this house, this house, this house. I thought it's like, you got 10 house or what? Then after that, I asked you, how many house? No, I don't have anything. but it's like it's only based on knowledge, So when when my mentor trigger me, you look for right person. So you always goes wrong because you are looking for different person. It is like your seeking is wrong. So you are going stomach is going to mechanic. What the mechanic can do? So your ability, you right, look for right person, your ability, and then your strength, your weakness, everything is like you postmortem yourself first before you proceed. So then I think it's like that is my that is the way managing responsibility, I guess.
Very nice, very nice. So
Yeah,
what about you,
very
Joyce?
That's the thing. After hearing Selvi, it's so difficult to actually share, But I think it's more on uh from my experience, all my responsibilities come in pieces. It doesn't come all at once. So I'm learning, you know, by taking responsible for the little things first. For example, I don't start off with a very big clients account. It started off with some small companies one. So as I grew more confident, I have more experience, I can take on more. Then the responsibility will grow in that sense. Okay. So I would suggest that you can try out little things first. And you can only take on more responsibility when you have more confidence towards what you're able to. That's one. Two is also you also must be aware you must push yourself a little bit, because we are kind of like very lazy to do things. So sometimes you don't really want to do the work, but you know that it will help you, right? It will help you to grow. It will help you in a lot of ways. Then push yourself a little bit more. Learn something new maybe. Okay, so from there, then you will grow lah. You just, I would say the main thing, like Selvi said, follow your heart. So your heart tells you want to do something, don't go for it. You must seek for it, not to wait for somebody to give it to you. Okay, when you seek for it, the things, the people, everything will come to you. Okay. It's like, for example, last time when when I was young, I always wanted to go. I think lah that I wanted to go overseas to study. Okay, because I see my brother went overseas. So you feel like, I want to go overseas and do studies. But then I didn't do anything about it. I just sat there. And my mother said, you go local U, just do local university lah. But looking back, I could have done a lot of things, right? I could have looked around and see whether there's any scholarship that can send me overseas, which I didn't do. Okay. So when you talk about responsibility, it's actually you taking responsibility about yourself, on yourself. Okay. So if you want to grow, you want to do things in life, you need to be responsible to find the things that will help you to grow. Find the things that will help you. If you feel you lack certain skills, go and learn it. Go and look for people who can help you with it. Okay, like Selvi say, go look for the right people. Go look for people who have never done it before. They can only tell you this is how it is, but actually they don't have the experience to tell you actually what it is. Okay, so I think that's my take on that part lah. What you should do about responsibilities. Okay.
Yeah, nice. Okay, I think both of you guys' sharings are like super really good. Like honestly, what I learned is that like you just follow your heart and like finding like the right people itself. Like yeah, sometimes like this is a really weird thing to do. Like sometimes if I have problem which has nothing to do with like my friend, I will like go to them like, how do I do this? And then I thought about myself like, how would they know? Like how would they know to help me? They're just like there to like actually give me like support, like you can do this, you can do that, and all that, but they don't really have that solution for you itself. So yeah, again, just go to the right people itself. Like that is like the main thing in what managing responsibilities. So yeah, I think it's already 8:56, and I think we are going to close this session itself. So thank you so much, Joyce and Selvi, for the amazing sharing that you guys have. And honestly, I think like now we have grown much closer. So like now we actually like already know each other's experiences and all that. So thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate both of you guys. So bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. So that is ETU's managing responsibilities, guys. How do you guys feel? Like, share your takeaways in the comment section down below. I want to read all of you guys, like, things like that. And yeah, also, come to think of it, like, I honestly learned a lot. Like, I think before this, like, I take managing responsibilities as something like, you just have to do this, you just have to do that, like your own, like, what is this, your own to-do list, and then you're done, that's all. But honestly, come to think of it, there's a lot of things inside that, like, you need to actually control your own emotions really well, you need to find the right people, you need to actually, like, take the step to actually try, and then you know when your limit is, like, when is your limit and all that. So yeah, honestly, thank you so much to all of you guys who is watching this live stream. I hope you guys learned a lot of things. Maybe that's the reason why I have this ETU itself. So thank you so much for watching, and see you guys on the next ETU, which is, I don't know, it's in March, but we don't know when is it. But what I was gonna say, I'm so sorry, guys. What I was gonna say is that if you want to know more, do follow ETU on social media at Ascendance as well. Do follow me on social media. It's on the description down below. It's my Instagram, and ETU Instagram is on the description down below. Just click the link and follow it for more future updates. So I think that is all for ETU today. So thank you so much. Bye.